Alright, I hope this thing is working. I hope you can hear me because oftentimes when I record and the recording is finished, it ended up not having sound, so I hope it goes. But anyways, I'm back with another review like I said I would, because I'm officially back. And another thing, don't mind my hair. I was planning on combing it, but I was so busy that I just said, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna comb it tomorrow. So that's why I look like a fucking mess. So don't mind the hair, but that's usually how my hair looks anyways. So, but just style it a little bit and it looks better. But whatever, fuck it. So, this is gonna be kind of a quick review because I'm so tired right now. I'm sleepy and whatever. But the first match is a battle royal match, a women's battle royal match. We have some of Impact's wrestlers, females, and there were some jobbers, so to speak, some indie women. I hope I got some of their names correct because I couldn't quite catch all the names that were said. But in this match we had Jordan Grace, Madison Rain, Scarlett, there was Tessa, there was Alicia Edwards. You had one of the indie girls that was Solo Darling. You had Tasha Steeles, I believe her name was. You had Ashley Fox. You had Carissa Rivera, I believe, and there was another. And we also had Kiera Hogan in the ring. I don't know if there was another one. I might have missed one, but anyways, this was yeah. I didn't. There were a few cool spots like Jordan Grace doing this really nasty pile driver, Madison Ray doing a really nice crucifix bomb that was so fucking nice. You had, I believe Tessa did another thing too, the cave breaker or whatever you call it. That was so fucking awesome. So like there were only like, and there was this indie girl, one of the jobbers that I did have my eyes set on. I thought was a beast. I believe I really want to see more of that girl. I don't know if it was Solo Darling or Tasha Stills, but it was the one with the long hair. She had braided hair, kind of in a mohawk style. I thought she was a beast. I definitely want to see more of her. But yeah, there was so much going on. You also had Glenn Gilbert's ended up appearing, kind of trash talking the girls. He was basically being a sexist on commentary and whatnot, and he was also a participant. But of course he wasn't in the match up until the last minute, so that kinda, honestly, I don't know why they would do something like this. It kinda, yeah, throws away the whole match. But Tessa Blanchard actually ended up winning the match up until Glenn went into the ring and then tossed her over the rope, so that made Glenn be the winner. So this was, I don't know, I never understood these type of matches. I mean, I get it, it's entertainment, it's comedy, but I mean, you kind of ruin the whole thing, especially if it's with the women and whatnot. So, but whatever, I guess that I really don't see the point why they would have Glenn in there and whatever. So, but you also had Taya Valkyrie that ended up attacking Tessa. No, it was Madison Rain at some point, so she was basically disqualified due to that. But yeah, that's all I can say about this match. I didn't really enjoy it because this type of matches, there's always so much going on. But I like the spots that Jordan did, Madison Rain and Tessa, and Tasha Steeles or Solo Darling, which one of the was. But whatever. And after that, we see last week's footage of Willie and Brian Cage. Michael Elgin brawling. And then after that, we had another interview with Michael Elgin, basically talking about the list of names he's going to put into the hospital. But then Rich Swann ended up confronting him, and then those two then ended up in a brawl. And then we had the Demon Collar match. It was a no disqualification match. I believe that my expectations for this match was a bit high, or let me just say I expected a lot more, but I didn't quite end up enjoying the match, or I wasn't quite entertained, so to speak. But the collar match basically almost looked similar to the bull rope match, only this one is a chain and it's tied to your neck like a dog, that's why it's called. But there was a lot of choking going around, a lot of pulling and whatnot, so not really much. It didn't quite deliver as I had expected to deliver. but Rosemary ended up winning. I did love the whole how she dragged her when she, went off the ring. I did like that part, but other than that, it was an okay match, I guess. So the feud between these two is definitely not over. I see this feud dragging on till Slammiversary. And after that, we had a throwaway match. That's what I like to call these type of matches where you have a dude wrestling a jobber. And I will never understand the logic behind these type of matches where you have a big dude going with a really small dude. Literally every promotion does this. You have the WWE do this. You have even indie guys, indie wrestlers do this. Like when it's a new wrestler and he needs to basically have his first solo match, you're gonna put him with a jobber. But then this jobber always ends up being some skinny dude or some weird ass looking dude. Like I never understood that. So like I said, it was a throwaway match. This dude, Matt Manfulton, is one big fucking dude, so he was pretty much dominating this fucking dude. And if you know Tim from SLA Dying, the lead singer, this is what Tim would look like if he was on steroids. Because Tim from SLA Dying looks like Matt Manfulton. When I saw the guy for the first time, I was like, wow, this dude looks like Tim from SLA Dying. Anyway, but his hair is cool. He's a big dude. I like his physique. He's really awesome, dude. He's really big. Then we get an update on Brian Cage, his health and whatnot. The doctor basically saying that he doesn't know when Cage will make his return, but I think it's pretty obvious that he's gonna make his return right up until Slammiversary, because he has to defend the title, so he's gonna make his return eventually. Unexpectedly, I assume too. And then we had Killer Kross versus Eddie Edwards. This was a no disqualification match. I wasn't really entertained by this match as well. Killer Kross is a beast, by the way. But I was a bit confused with the ending. Like, if this is a no disqualification match, why would you have the referee hold Killer Kross? Was it, I believe, or Eddie? No, it was Eddie Edwards. He was holding Eddie Edwards back from using the candlestick. I don't understand why they did it. I mean, it's a no disqualification match. He's allowed to use the candlestick, but later I then understood why. It was basically to distract him so that Killer Kross could, do the doomsday on Eddie and basically get the win. But after the match, Killer Kross wasn't done. He ended up getting zip ties and tying Eddie Edwards on the ropes, and what would seem like he was gonna beat Eddie Edwards with a candlestick, he ended up breaking the candlestick instead. And of course you had Eddie Edwards screaming and crying because the stick is his friend. So this is definitely also a feud that will last up until Slammiversary, hopefully, because Impact Wrestling has a habit of dragging storylines and feuds way too long. Impact Wrestling has a big history of that. Other promotions do it too, but Impact Wrestling loves these really long storylines where it's like, holy shit, when is it gonna end? Right? Thinking back at the whole wedding thing with that one, I already forgot what her name was. Also, I came across an article, a tweet on Twitter that said that Killer Kross may have asked for his release because he's unhappy about something. It was on PW Insider, but I never really read those articles or PW things, it's rumors or those stuff. But if this is true, then that would be a really big shame, because Killer Kross is a fucking beast and he has a lot of talent and potential. This guy definitely has heavyweight championship written all over his fucking face. I could imagine the heel champion that Killer Kross would be. This guy is good. So if he is gonna get released, if he's gonna get his release papers granted, then this is gonna be a shame, because this will be another potentially young guy that Impact Wrestling just didn't satisfy. So yeah, that's terrible, because you would want younger guys now that you pretty much don't have any of your legends anymore other than Abyss and now supposedly RVD too, but whatever. And then we have this whole clubhouse thing with the Rascals, where they showed us training and pretty much being goofy and whatnot, so comedy stuff. And then we had a flashback moment of LAX versus the OG, which was a I don't know if it was it was a stipulation match. I don't know if it was Full Metal Mayhem or tables, whatever, but tables were involved. I remember that match. That match was fucking awesome. So that was definitely a moment. And then we had the main event, Michael Elgin versus Rich Swann. Now, this is probably the only match I actually enjoyed through the entire show, to be honest, because I mean, you put Michael Elgin and Rich Swann in a ring, and Michael Elgin is a big dude, and he is so fucking flexible as fuck. You watch his stuff on Pro Wrestling Gorilla, or Ring of Honor, or pretty much any indie promotion, then you would know. Okay, this match was so fast paced. It had a lot of technicality. Both of them dominated one another. I mean, and that's basically what you're gonna get out of these two guys, like Michael Elgin and Rich Swann. Rich Swann with his high flying. You have Michael Elgin, that's a beast of powerhouse. So you're gonna definitely expect some really powerful moves. So this match was awesome. I enjoyed it. But Elgin ended up disqualifying himself because he pushed the referee. Because basically, you know, he wants to put Rich Swann, bring in the hospital, so he keep on beating him up. But then Willie Mack ended up running to the ring to fight Elgin. He had the upper hand a little bit, but then for some reason Johnny Impact then showed up to beat up Willie Mack. I don't know what that was all about, but then you had Michael Elgin and Johnny confronting, having a stare down. But that's when the show ended. So definitely a match between Johnny and Willie Mack next week or whatever, but this was the only match I actually enjoyed throughout the entire show. Okay, so, but that was about it. So that's the review. I need to go check what they have in store for next week. I believe next week is the return of Muda. I've never really watched much of Muda or know much about Muda. But I do know he's a legend and whatnot, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Muda again, because I have seen him back when he came. I believe it was on Bound for Glory. I think it was the time when MVP was still in the company. You had that whole investment storyline kind of thing, where I believe Bobby Roode was still in the company too. I think this was a match in 2017 or 16, if I'm not mistaken. Either 16, I think. But that's when we had Muda. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week again, and hopefully I can do another review for you people again. So if you've watched this review all the way till the end, thank you very much, and I will see you